and welcome to Life of the Party, the Delphos Saga. I'm R, your DM, and before we begin, I just want to say a huge thanks to all of our supporters over on Patreon and the members of our YouTube channel.
Yay! We love you guys!
If you're enjoying our series and you want to see more of it, check out patreon.com/NyxRising, where you can find lore about Caldera, you can see extra artwork of NPCs and the player characters, watch outtakes and lots of bloopers, help us design an original D&D setting to play in later, and much more. You can also support us via the YouTube join button down below and become a member of the channel to get some of these perks too.
Welcome to Nyxling.
Welcome to Nyxling.
Are we ready to go?
Yes!
Cue title sequence. We catch up with our party on the front steps of Delphos Academy, just ahead of their third task for their final exam. After navigating the aftermath of an encounter with the goddess Cord, an experience that left Icarus shaken and permanently blinded Helena, Icarus and Maze dance their hearts out at a dance taught by the enigmatic Professor Ferguson.
That's kind of inappropriate given what happened.
It really is! Lighten the mood!
And Pandora landed herself a boyfriend after a date with the arcane gladiator Adrian, but was immediately wrought with more strange dreams featuring her mother. A week of intense written exams culminated with a meeting with the Brotherhood of the Griffin, a lawful mercenary company who only carry out contracts on those who really deserve it, where the party was able to question them on the matter of a contract to assassinate Icarus's estranged brother Niklaus. Learning that Niklaus is wanted for charges of piracy, Icarus and Orion offer themselves up as the ones to carry out the contract for the Brotherhood. Heading back to the city, they are called into the office of Sebast Auron once more to be briefed on their final exam task, to hunt down a creature that has been blocking travel through the city's aqueducts, and harvest its usable parts as proof. With the result of their second task still in limbo, everything is riding on this one if the three of them are to graduate in 2 weeks' time. It seems fortune is in their favour, as the task is to be accompanied by an external moderator, who is, in this case, none other than Damianos Thalasi. Pandora, Icarus and Maze.
Hi.
Hi.
You are standing on the steps of Delphos Academy, where you can see Damianos waiting for you in the street, drawing the attention of plenty of Delphos students and passers-by. He's dressed in his golden chestplate and lion-maned cape.
Of course he is.
You can see the tooth necklace Icarus gave him hanging over his armour, and his helmet under one arm. Behind him is an ox-drawn cart with a driver in official city colours.
Nice.
Some students hang out of their windows around the building and crane their necks to look out at him, calling out his name and trying to get his attention, but his focus is solely on the three of you. He calls out to you when you join him, and he grins and hugs you, ecstatic to be surprising you with this.
Oh, so hard.
Big
A
hugs.
hug.
Big hugs.
In front of all of your peers.
Oh,
Yeah, I
boy.
mean, we weren't outed as saving his life recently by trumpets.
But now it's like,
But hugs
It's
in front
proof.
of everyone.
a hug.
How are you three doing?
Yeah, this is
This is a lot.
So good to see you though.
It is. I'm so glad to have you with us.
Of all the people it could be.
I've known about this for weeks and it's kind of
You
exciting.
didn't say anything.
Is that at the bar? Is that when you were like, oh yeah, that thing? No.
No?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You bastard.
It's been hard keeping it from you, but surprise.
So do you know any more about what we need to be doing, or are you as in the dark as we are?
I'm as in the dark as you are. I simply have a list of criteria to mark you on.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Cool.
you say you are marking us, but are you going to be getting involved as well, or you just
Yeah,
standing
don't worry.
back and letting us deal with it?
They couldn't keep me from fighting if they wanted to. Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got everything we needed yesterday, so.
Yeah.
Cool. As you climb onto the cart, I just want to know what you prepared yourself with for the exam, because you had a day to buy everything. So, what have you bought to prepare?
Potions.
Potions.
Okay. How many potions did you want to buy?
I've added 3 greater healing potions to my
3 greater healing potions. Icarus and the money spending.
Icarus and the being in debt.
Have you paid for those with the gold you got from the gold hand, or have you added them to your debt?
Gold hand.
Okay, so that's basically eliminated the money that you got off the gold hand.
Yep.
So Icarus, 3 greater healing potions. Pandora?
I already have 2 greater healing potions and 1 regular.
That you bought before, yeah.
Yeah. 2 more just regular healing potions, I suppose then.
Okay. 2 regular healing potions. Pandora, and I'm assuming that's gone on the school debt.
How much would it cost me?
2 would be 120 gold.
Yeah, put it on school money.
And Maze.
Maze wanted to get some, like, silk stronger rope.
Silk rope.
I do have some of that, if that's...
They just wanted some for themselves so that we have more.
Yeah, I think it's 50 foot of silk rope you can get, which is only like a couple of gold pieces. Let me check it out.
I do have some in here, so it might be able to tell me.
10 gold.
Yeah,
10 gold.
50 foot, 10 gold.
Cool, I will take that out. And then I've got 1 greater healing and 2 normal healing potions, so I think I'm just going to stick with that.
Okay. Cool, so that's just 10 gold added to your debt. You got 50 foot of silk rope.
No, I
You wanna pay for
paid
it
that
yourself?
with my
Right.
money.
So it's just 120 gold added to Pandora's school debt. Okay. You're able to climb up into the back of this cart. It's a little bit nicer than some of the like taxi style carts that you've taken across the city. And the driver is polite and sort of ignores the 4 of you in the back. It doesn't listen in on your conversations.
Oh my god, what a dream.
Scream up, scream up.
And the driver pulls away from the school with people still staring out of the windows, and they're like, Maze, Icarus, Pandora, like waving down to you as you head off away from the school.
The mortifying ordeal of being known.
Refuse to be known.
Icarus will wave back.
Of course he will.
Yeah.
As you move, Damon just sort of lounges back. He's like, so how's your week been? Had all your exams?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it went pretty well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Feel confident.
Good.
Yeah, definitely pretty excited about it.
I've never taken an exam in my life.
That I can believe.
I don't really buy that.
What?
A fitness exam.
I guess like a physical, like, health exam.
Still kind of
Not like a written test, like
Yeah, I've never
4 hours
not
worth
tested.
of essays.
No. I've never written an essay in my life.
I've written so many essays in like the last week alone.
And for fun for you sometimes.
Don't out me like this.
But you're done,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Just this.
Just this.
And then you finish school.
Yeah.
So weird to think. Like 4 years has gone so fast.
On to the next thing.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
I didn't really have time to think about it.
I mean, we can talk to our mentors. Like, I think Citra has some stuff in mind for me, so
That's cool. Like job stuff.
yeah, potentially. I know she's got some contacts.
Hey Tadpole, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Fine.
What are you planning on doing after school?
Currently joining Orion.
At the mall?
No.
Do I want to ask?
No.
Okay. Won't ask. And you too? Go on, if you had to pick something off the top of your head right now that you're gonna do.
What? Just job-wise?
Yeah.
I mean, like a spy, I guess.
Spy.
Yeah, that's what I've been training for.
That's pretty cool. Pandora?
I guess like go into the same kind of line of work as my sister. She works for Counselor Adamos.
Okay. So like, counselor's aid?
I guess. Like I'd probably have to start like way down the ladder and climb my way up, like she did as well. But it's a start.
Yeah, because like you're the type of person that even though you have really good connections, you'd want to do things by the book,
Well,
so that you feel like everything is earned by yourself.
yeah, like you gotta prove yourself.
Well, exactly. Like even if your sister offered you help, it would feel better to do it off your own merit.
But have you not like proved yourself already? Doing 4 years of school?
Like You need to have like real world experience as well.
I guess.
Like everyone's got to start somewhere.
I mean, Paycheck's always looking for aids.
Maybe.
The cart trundles northeast across the city, away from the ocean, not quite towards the main gates that you're used to leaving through. And you find yourselves in the furthest corner of the city from the coast. Much of this area is residential, but a huge portion of it is also dedicated to the barracks of Erin's legionnaires. They're a military force, you know, led by General Katia Vasulu, a tough hobgoblin woman in her 50s.
Yes. Katia.
Katia!
Please, Katia.
Oh, please, Katia! Down a side street off the main road, out of this part of the city, is a sandstone archway housing a wide staircase down to one of the aqueducts. The cart pulls up next to it. You would probably know from your time in Erin and studying that these aqueducts start 100 miles inland at the Chaste. And they provide fresh water to Erin and all of the region around it. Obviously because it's a dry, arid land surrounded by salt water. So the aqueducts slope gently down from under the mountains next to the Chaste all the way to Erin and provide fresh water to all the farms, all the villages.
God, Erin's so salty.
Erin is salty.
The aqueducts themselves run under Erin and then both under and over the land outside of the city. So occasionally you'll see those huge like stone archways with like what looks like a bridge at the top, but with waterways running down it. They're used to water the irrigated fields that stretch out across the land beyond. Inside the city they provide drinking water, various wells around the city, water for the bathhouses, all comes up from the aqueducts, and pretty much every other conceivable use of fresh water.
Tight.
So the cart pulls up outside this sort of fairly plain sandstone arch, and Damon pays the driver and says, from here on out, up to you.
Okay.
Oh, I should let you know, I'm going to be assessing you on teamwork, technical skill in the field, combat expertise, and tactics.
Okay.
And then how you deal with the thing once you kill the thing.
The thing.
Because you know you got to bring the parts back and...
The herbs parts, yeah.
Yeah.
Have we got things to do that? Knives and things?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can do it. It's fine.
Is it something you've done a lot of?
We've done a lot of contracts.
Yeah.
I got that pelt off that tiger thing.
Yeah. Are we being graded by the school as well at the same time? Like, are our mentors somewhere or?
They're not watching you at all.
Okay.
Okay.
This one's all down to me.
No pressure.
And so I'll be watching you.
Okay.
Like a hawk.
No slacking just because we're friends.
Right.
Okay.
Right, so I
Right.
guess we go down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just go through this entrance.
Before we go, just gonna stop everyone. Can we have a group hug or something?
Sure.
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 We'll give you a big hug.
Big hug.
Yeah, big group hug.
Damon lets you three hug for a minute and then it's just like...
You guys are the best. And thank you for the last 2 weeks.
It's been nearly a month now.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for the last month.
In fact, tomorrow will be a month since the day you met.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fast friends.
Let's do this.
Yeah, you know what I'd rather do it with.
Go team.
Go team.
Let's do it.
Right.
Okay.
Everyone eyes shut.
Right, you head down through the archway. The archway itself is simple and banal, made of stacked sandstone. The steps as you head in are worn from use, you know how the edges get smooth and dark from people walking over them for years. You head down into the dark of the tunnels below. This is one of several access points all over Erin, closest to the area where basically the problems have been reported, although they're not exactly sure where the source of the problem is. As you descend into the tunnel, you first reach a neat brick room with a square pool of fresh water and a well pump. This is definitely a man-made room, like a nice tiled floor, stone walls, perfectly square pool of water, and on it you can see two tunnels, one on the wide side of the sort of rectangular pool, which is about 5 feet high and quite wide on that side of the pool. The other is small and only about shoulder width across and has about 6 inches of headroom above the water. That's it. You're just in this room that's like 10 by 15 feet, pool of water, and these 2 tunnel entrances.
Okay. So like, this is the only way into the room, and there's no like other corridors leading off it or anything.
No,
like
the only
through is through the
corridors is through one of these 2 tunnels.
Okay.
Which way do we want to go?
If we're just going to crouch down and see if there's any sort of like tells of a creature going back and forth through one of these.
Make a perception check.
Perception is +2, so 12.
12. There's no obvious tells of any sort of creature activity this close to like the well pump itself. You could picture creatures being able to fit through either, and you can see that the larger one, you can see down it, does connect to another tunnel. The smaller one is dark looking down it.
Okay.
You can't see where it goes.
Pandora's going to take out the candle of the deep and light it,
Okay.
so we've got a bit of extra light, and
Great.
especially if we have to go into these tunnels. Pandora's going to cast mage armor on herself.
Excellent.
Okay, so down there, I can see it leads to another passageway. Down there is completely dark. If you were a creature of some sort causing a ruckus, which one would you choose?
I mean, the difficult thing is we don't really know what kind of creature it is.
No.
No.
And I mean, if remember the labyrinth, we had 2 doors to choose from at the start, and we ended up having to go through both of them anyway.
It's true.
So maybe we have to go through both of these somehow.
Sure. Let's just try the light one first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to get down into the pool of water to move into the tunnels.
Okay.
Because from there on out, these tunnels are completely flooded. You get into the water and it's ice cold. It's been deep under the city and it hasn't seen any sunlight, and it's just natural fresh water. You step in and Pandora, you feel these shivers like running up your body, immediately making you shake. Icarus, you love it.
How deep is it? Like against our heights?
So the water comes up to about your waist
Okay.
once you get in.
So we don't have to swim fully yet.
Not yet, no.
Yet.
So neither tunnel is tall enough to just walk through. So the smaller one you would have to lie down and float through. With the 6 inches above the water, or you should potentially lie on your back and have the air above you. Or if you're Icarus, just doesn't matter whatsoever. And the taller one at 5 foot, there's about 2 foot above the water that you can like crouch in.
Okay, so if we're going through the taller one, we'll just crouch and make our way through.
Okay, what's your marching order?
I don't mind taking the lead.
May as well go middle.
You're a strong swimmer in case anything happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You're in the middle,
Yeah.
you say? I will take the end then.
I will be noting these down for grading you.
God!
Aye.
So Icarus, Maze, Pandora. And then David, bring up the rear.
You can just vibe in.
It's straight Bible.
So, Icarus taking the lead, you crouch down, you can feel the tunnel sort of brushing against your hair because you have to crouch quite low to get through it. Damon even more so at the back has to essentially squat down. You move about 30 feet down this tunnel and you see another one, basically like a T-junction with a left and right.
Okay.
And those just extend onwards with the water flowing in one direction through it.
Is there anything differentiating either of them? Like anything on the walls or like...
Nothing on the walls.
Okay.
You get the impression these are not tunnels that are meant to be
Traveled.
travelled through,
Yeah.
not these ones anyway.
Left.
Sure.
Sure. Is that... like, I'm just trying to think geographically, is there any way we'd know if one way went like more into the city and one way went more out of the city?
Left would go more into the city and you'd be able to easily tell by the fact that water was flowing that way.
Okay.
Because you know it comes from the east
Yeah.
and goes to the west.
Okay,
So we'll go
should
right.
yeah, I was gonna say, if it's blocking trade routes, then we should go to the right.
Yeah. So we will go right.
Smart maze.
May said that in my voice because I'm a fool.
Okay, you turn right and head out of the tunnel. You're wading through this ice cold water at like waist height, and you can see, having turned right now, that this tunnel just stretches onwards and onwards. And where before it was like brick walls nicely built into this room shape, you can see now that it's been roughly carved out, sort of hewn by hand, jagged rock. These aren't tunnels that are expecting anyone to look at unless it's someone like clearing a blockage. Parts of it are wide, parts of it are narrow, like taller ceilings in places, lower in other places, and it just winds onwards into the dark.
Mind your heads when you're coming through here.
Sure thing.
Do you want to take the torch at the front, Icarus?
Yeah, please.
I will pass it forward.
Down the line,
Okay.
to me to you.
That sheds, does it say how much light that sheds?
One moment, please. It gives off light and heat like a normal candle. Doesn't
So
say.
probably only 5 foot because it's a candle.
Okay.
Although I painted it as a torch, so we're going to say 15 foot of light off that.
Okay.
It doesn't stretch far. As the tunnels get sort of narrower in places, and they've got these jagged, hand-carved stone walls throwing strange shadows all over the place. And in that little light, you can't really see if this tunnel is going anywhere. Are you carrying on forward?
May as well get out their hooded lantern, light some oil in it, and like lift it up high. That sheds 30 foot of light.
30 foot, okay.
And dim light for an additional 30 feet.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so you've got 60 feet of light.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a damn stretch further than the torch, although it will go out if it gets wet.
Yeah, I will mark off on my oil flasks.
We will continue down this route then.
Okay. How much further are you walking? If this proves to just be a straight stretch of tunnel, are you just pursuing?
Are we gonna keep going down this way, or do you want to go try the other tunnel before we get too far? Because this feels like it's just gonna keep going and going and going.
Do you want me to send Puck ahead?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Sure. How deep is the water we're in at the minute?
3 foot.
Okay. She will hold on to the wall, send Puck out ahead of
Okay.
him.
So, you sort of... Are you summoning him, or are you just...
Yeah, you.
Yeah, okay. So you summon him into existence, a sort of small glimmer of magic in the light until Puck just appears.
Hey, buddy.
Gives you a little nuzzle on the face. And then you send him out down the tunnel. Make a perception check for Puck, which I believe he can do in the dark.
Doesn't say anything about dark vision. Passive
Okay.
perception is 13.
Just make a straight roll then, as he flies into the dark.
Okay. Oh, buddy.
Buddy.
5.
5. So as say he gets, like, beyond the 60-foot scope of the light, and all that he's able to, like, all you're able to see through him is strange shadows where the light that you are throwing is, like, moving weird across the stone walls, and you can't really tell if they're doorways or other passages or anything.
I'll say as much to the others. I can't really tell without more light.
Sure. Okay, so we know that this way heads out of the city, and from what we were told, we needed to head out of the city via a viaduct and slay the creature that nested there.
Yeah,
So, presumably we're going the right way.
it's just a long way to go.
So again, do we try the other tunnel first?
Well, the thing is, this isn't a... I know I said before about us having to go in both directions, but this isn't something that's been set up by the school.
No, I know.
So,
It's just a chance thing of like, oh, we're
Yeah.
going the right way or not.
do we have a time limit on this, Damon?
No. Cool. He's hanging back, leaning against the wall, like trying really hard not to say anything. Tactics, I want to help.
Buddy.
Oh my god. Pretty much.
I feel like if we know this is the way out of the city, then this
Is the way.
seems like the right sort of way to go.
Yeah, like, we got no other.
I mean, I can keep sending him ahead of us. So if there is something like that jumps out, he will see it first, and then we can deal with it as we get to it.
Yeah?
Although I might need to get on your back again.
Is Puck strong enough to carry the lantern?
How heavy is the lantern?
The lantern.
Puck has a strength score of 2, I believe.
He does.
It's 2 pounds.
Puck is stronger than I am.
No, he's got a strength score of 2, so it's like a negative.
Oh, right. I thought you meant
+2.
like the modifier was 2, but no, he's got a -4 strength modifier.
-4 strength modifier, so. Poor baby.
He's very small.
It's 2.4 pounds with the oil in it.
How much is the candle?
He can carry it.
So he could just carry it in his little bird
Oh,
Carry
that's
it.
so
So yeah,
small.
I
yeah.
will suggest like, do you want to send him ahead with the light?
Okay.
Just
Come back, buddy.
hook it into his toes.
Yeah, so his carrying capacity is 15 times his strength.
Oh my god. That's so cute. I'm actually crying.
So, like, Puck zips back, and you're able to pass him the handle of the hooded lantern in his little tiny feet. And his
Please draw this.
wings buzzing really, really hard. He's really pleased with himself, like I'm helping.
I'm so proud of you.
And then we can see further ahead as
Yeah. I know, I'm proud of you.
Turns around and flies ahead.
Oh my god, I'm actually crying. I love this tiny bird.
I had a tiny bird.
Oh my god.
As Puck flies ahead, carrying the lantern, you see through his eyes the tunnel open out a little bit, the ceilings get higher, although a little bit narrower. It twists a few times, and then you see about the end of your range ahead, so another 120 feet around a corner, like a beam of light come down. Puck looks up, and you see way, way above you that it's a well in the city somewhere.
Oh.
So it provides like sort of spotlight down into the tunnel, and then it's dark again beyond. Doesn't look like there's anything coming in that stretch of tunnel.
Okay. Again, we'll relay all of this to the others as it happens. Like, it kind of looks like we're going into the city, because there's a well.
But this is the way out of the city, or it should be.
I mean, you weren't right on the outskirts. Like,
Okay.
like that could still be in the confines of the city walls, or just out of it, for all you know.
Do we want to keep going then? Because, I mean, we don't know how far out of the city this thing is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just gotta keep on moving. We can't expect to find it within the first 10 minutes.
Exactly.
So is the water coming towards us or away from
Towards
us?
you, yeah.
Okay.
It is slowing you down quite a lot to wade through water that is pushing against you.
Okay.
Also, if it was this close to the city, like,
It would be more of a
it
problem.
would be more of a problem. Someone else would deal with it.
Okay, let's just keep going then.
Yeah. If we want Puck to keep going ahead, can someone help me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Again's really...
I'll like link arms with Pandora
guide me.
and guide her along.
Okay, so Maze and Pandora, linked arms, Icarus taking the lead. You continue down the tunnels, and you walk a while further. It's getting pretty cold for you two in particular, for Pandora and Maze. Starting to feel real chilly around your legs. You see at this point Damon is just shrugged off the cape, which has been dragging in the water the whole time, and has like rolled it up and put it in his pouch. And it's just like, ugh.
My aesthetic.
It's gonna take so long to dry.
Yeah.
Stinky.
Stinky lion cape. As you move forward, and this system works quite well with Puck just flying a little way ahead and sort of getting that 60-foot range of light just a bit further ahead of you, so you can move forward with light ahead of you. Make me a perception check for looking for any signs of a creature.
10.
Wow.
19.
8.
Okay, I would say 19. Icarus, you at the lead. You do see...
I suppose, would I do one with Puck's vision?
Yeah, because you
Yeah,
can't
Can't
see.
see. Advantage. What's your perception, tiny boy?
If I had a tiny bird.
21 for Puck.
21, okay.
Love him so much.
So Puck sees first being just ahead, and then Icarus soon after. You see something shimmering on one of the sort of rough tunnel walls.
Hey, it's something up ahead.
That's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. I can't hear you. There's something up ahead.
This place got an echo?
She can't hear you, dude.
Something shiny on the wall.
We'll go check it out.
You move forwards and you go to check it out, and you see the sort of slight shimmer of what looks like a scale that has come off and scraped along the wall.
I'm gonna take a scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some sort of
Yeah.
like looking at it. What kind of size and thickness are we dealing with?
Make a nature check.
18.
Nice.
18. Okay. This one looks like it's about an inch or so across in diameter. It's shinier than you'd imagine on like any sort of common snake or anything around here. It's not brown, it's more a kind of bluish hue. You were told it was something possibly draconic like. So
Does it look anything like the Behir? Like a scale from the Behir that we found?
could be similar. It's the right sort of colour. But you can't determine much more than that from just this one scale.
Okay, so but that's good. We're going the right way.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, let's hang on to that.
Yeah.
Cheating.
Well, no, like it's part of. It's like showing your work when
I
you
know.
do a maths test.
I'm joking, Pandora.
Let's keep on going then.
Okay, you keep on going further. You pass through a couple more of these like well holes way above you, and you realise that you've been sort of going slightly down and you're further under Erin now than you were. And then you pass under another one and you look up and you realise you can't hear any ambience of the city anymore, and above you you can just see like branches of trees and stuff, and you must be out of the city walls.
Nice.
Cool, we're out of the city at least.
So that paid off.
So
Yeah.
we just keep trucking.
Yeah, how you guys holding up?
It's cold.
It's cold. I'm fine.
Good, Pandora?
It's cold.
Yeah.
It's very cold.
It's delightful.
It's not nice if you have fur.
Oh, buddy.
Really, really cold and wet.
I guess they didn't tell you that you'd have to be dealing with that.
No. I've got my winter coat as well. It's really long.
Oh no.
Just put you out in the sun for a bit.
And then I'm gonna dry all poofy.
Oh my god.
Okay, but I'm kind of excited about that.
I'm really excited to see that.
Can we just bask in the sun for a bit after this?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll get out of here before it's like dark.
Yeah, we'll just keep on going. We'll be fine.
Let's be efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, be efficient.
If you can.
You pursue onwards. Icarus and Puck make another perception check.
Will do, Chief. Christ. 5. 15?
Yeah, 15.
15. Okay. Puck right at the front, flitting ahead with the lantern. Through his eyes you catch sight of a little smear of blood above like another small tunnel entrance. Quite like the first one, like with like very little breathing room, quite narrow.
Okay, there's blood on this wall.
Oh, okay. We'll inspect the wall itself.
You move on down there and you now see this sort of like 6 inches of tunnel gap, sort of like just for the water to move through, but the blood does seem to smear down and go into it.
Okay. This looks like it's probably the way we gotta go then.
Okay.
I'll go ahead, don't worry.
Okay.
I will just duck under.
Duck under. No, you get into the water, it's dark, but you can take the candle of the deep down. It's like this stretch of tunnel forwards, and you're swimming through it.
Yeah.
You swim all the way down to the other end, and you come out in like a small room with a grate, like essentially a drain. The room itself is not empty. You see a couple of chunks of something floating around, something meaty. Like something's been torn apart here and feasted on.
Chunks.
Make a perception check for anything else.
Oh my god.
They're sort of bobbing on the surface.
Oh my god. 8.
8.
8. Okay.
He does not see it.
You're too distracted looking at these sort of, they're swollen from being in the water a while. Say you don't see anything else of interest, but you do note that that was maybe like prey or something that's been chewed up.
Okay.
And based on how bloated it is, a while ago.
A while ago. Okay. Is there anything like leading out of this room?
Apart from this grate that nothing could get through unless it was like maybe only a few inches across.
Okay.
I'll send a message to Icarus. You found anything?
Feast. Big feast. Something's eaten something in here, but it was a while ago.
Is there a way we can carry on in there, or?
No. I'm coming back.
Okay.
You're able to swim back out of the tunnel and come back up, just feel a bit gross because you just swam right into that water full of bits of nasty flesh.
So that was gross. That was like chunks of meat.
Ew.
Oh.
Like, oh yeah. So it was all torn apart. Like something had eaten
Someone's
it.
had a snack.
Yeah, but it's been there quite a while because it was all bloated by being in the water.
Old snack.
Only thing down there was a grape, so unless it's a really tiny thing that's attacked this thing that was a lot bigger than it, I don't think that's the way.
I mean, considering the size of the scale, I figure it's gonna be a bit bigger, right?
Yeah.
Did it look like it was eaten in there, or just that the parts kind of floated down in there?
What did you say that the parts floated in there?
Based on the blood smear, maybe it was killed in there, but there was water flow going that way, so
Yeah. I couldn't tell.
there was no sign of like something nesting in there or
No.
anything.
But that's a clue, and we're on the right way.
Detective agency. We'll get this monster.
Okay. You keep going, and you find suddenly you come to a fork where there's some stone that goes slightly up and comes out of the water, like a flat bit of land, and then the water carries on as well in the other direction.
Is there anything that we can see on the bit of flat?
Make a perception check.
15?
15. You sort of take a peer up there. You can see some footprints, like wet footprints where someone else has waded out of this water and up onto that stone. And then you sort of take a little poke further. You do see another little blood smear.
There's more blood and footprints up here.
Okay. That's the lead.
Yeah.
Climb out of the water and go and inspect further, I suppose.
You can finally stand up properly in this tunnel. It's like a good 7 feet high. Not loads of room, and it's quite narrow, for sort of brushing against your elbows and stuff, but at least you can stand up straight.
Sopping wet clothes.
Yeah.
Footprints are kind of weird.
Yeah, how big are the footprints?
Humanoid, like sort of medium humanoid standard footprints, and they look like they were wearing boots.
Okay.
Like, who else is coming down here?
Yeah.
Maintenance workers?
I guess.
Are they walking in a particular direction?
Just head straight on down this tunnel.
Does the blood smear look like it heads down this tunnel too?
Make a perception check on the blood flow direction.
That was cruel.
Piss.
Oh. Blood.
You can only assume so.
Wait, let's go have a look down this way then.
Okay.
Okay. You take off down this next tunnel, moving further and further away from the water flow of the aqueduct itself. But as you pursue down, you see more footprints, and then you start to recognize like other kind of maybe reptilian-looking footprints, quite small, maybe only 4 or 5 inches. And you, I'd say, would all be able to notice passively that the footprints of the humanoid, the space between them changes, like the person has started running.
Okay.
If this is like the opening of Jurassic Park, those children on the beach and those tiny little raptor things, I'm gonna be so upset. Fucking hate those tiny little raptor things.
So, this person was being chased.
It seems like it.
Or was chasing something.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that there's like tiny creature footprints too, like maybe it's not so out of the out of imagination, that this thing is smaller than we think.
Or something bigger is nesting.
Ooh.
It has babies.
Oh no.
Just like Mama Behir. If she betrayed us, I'm gonna be so mad.
She was our friend.
She was our friend. We helped her.
So he was just looking at the movie like,
We rescued Behir and her
Babies.
and
Okay.
she made a deal with us that she'd leave the city.
We helped her leave the city.
You guys were sort of more involved in the baby Behir thing. Like, are those feet the same kind of size?
No.
Oh, and also like, with the amount of legs they have,
Yeah.
would we be able to tell from the footprints?
make a perception check. At advantage, I'd say, because you know the Bahir.
Behir is not.
21.
21. Unless there were younger baby Bahirs, this definitely isn't the ones that you saw, the 8-foot ones.
Okay.
And unless the feet are far apart.
Yeah, these don't add up with the size of the babies.
Okay.
I knew she was good.
So
She's our friend.
something else then.
Yeah.
Just like Pandora's going through like all of her sort of creature knowledge to try and ascertain what it is, and like scratching things out as we go, like with more information coming in.
Excellent. I will mark that down.
Okay, so we'll keep moving down this way.
Yeah,
Keep on guard just in case.
we don't want to get chased as well.
No.
No. I'll take the rear then and keep my eyes backwards.
Yeah.
Sure.
With the lizard footprints, can we tell like whether it's got 2 legs, 4 legs, whether there's a tail?
I would say from Maze's perception roll, 4 legs and a very short tail. That looks like just the tip of it drags on the floor.
I shall
Okay.
relay that.
Okay, again, cutting out any creatures that it couldn't be with that information.
And yeah, Maze will change their position to be at the rear to watch backwards as we keep
Okay.
going.
You keep going down this way, following the footsteps, see a couple more smears of blood. You do find another scale,
Is it like purplish still? It's
Yeah.
like bluish.
bluish coloured,
Same sort of size?
same sort of size.
Any sort of idea anymore? Like, did they mind palacing what we have together?
get 2 identical scales and you suddenly have the answer.
Make another nature check on the scales.
Okay. Nature check on the scales, please.
Ooh, yay!
Yay. 19.
19. Okay, let me just see if there's anything I can give you about this creature.
I was just looking really hard at these scales, like, okay, so it's got reptilian feet,
4 feet.
4 of them, and a tail that just about drags on the floor, and it's carnivorous.
And it's got iridescent-y scales.
Looking at the scales closer now and having like a slightly more complete one, you can see and feel that the scale has like almost the texture and consistency of iron.
So it's like
Hard.
armor.
Really hard. Natural
in
armor.
Scales.
Yeah. More things to keep hold of, I guess.
Yeah. Put it in the bag.
Okay.
You pursue on down these tunnels until you start to hear slightly strange noises. As you're walking, the sound of your own footsteps perhaps start to echo around this tunnel that you're now in, bouncing off the stone in incomprehensible ways. Starts to feel a little bit eerie. And then you hear the noises of movement or something up ahead. Still echoes back almost hauntingly.
As soon as there's movement, Icarus is going to stop and just put a hand up and turn to the guys behind him and just finger to the lips and then tap his ear and point up ahead.
Okay. Everybody can hear it. Just the slight sounds like they're moving around. There's no pattern to it. Something shuffles slightly, then there's silence. Then there's a different sound that you can't quite make out what you're listening to. Could be something creaking or moving around in the wind above you.
Very, as quietly as possible, move up ahead.
You move forwards and you reach another stone entrance, but this time once again hewn really neatly into the rock, like constructed rather than sort of just roughly hand carved out. You glance down it and the tunnel beyond looks pitch black. Even the light that you're holding barely penetrates it, but the sound seems to be coming from it. Pandora, with your dark vision, glancing up this tunnel, you can only see about half the distance ahead of you that you normally can.
Like a good 120 feet.
Above the door is an inscription in the stone.
What does it
It's
say?
an ancient array, which you two were able to read. It says, "In times of trial, the path we see can blind us to the path we must take."
Relate this to maze.
Cryptic.
So
Is that a phrase we've heard before at all?
No,
So in times of trial,
the path we can see can blind us to the path we must take.
I mean, that sounds like an invitation.
does it feel like this is magical darkness up ahead?
Make an Arcana check.
I got +2 to Arcana. Oh my god! 5. It keeps rolling onto the 19 and like the 18 just 2.
I'd say you'd still feel something arcane about it, but as for source or anything, you wouldn't be able to understand it.
Okay. Can I sort of do a similar thing, but concentrated more on the ancient array? Like,
Yeah.
to see if that's like doing anything to the corridor particularly.
I won't make you roll for it. The text itself just seems to be text
Okay.
carved into the stone. However, make a history check.
Fucking hell. Natural one, so that's a 7.
Okay. So you're standing in front of this tunnel, and as you listen, you do hear what sounds like a low animalistic noise from inside it.
This feels like it's like with a low voice. Just this feels like there's something going on in there, but also potentially this is the creature up ahead.
Maybe.
Yeah, it feels like it could be either.
But also walking blindly into it is.
Do you want me to send our scout?
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay. Off you go, buddy.
You fly Puck into it, and he flies forward and flies forward and flies forward until you lose that connection of distance, and you wait and wait and wait. You don't feel any message being delivered back to you, or like there's no semblance of him sort of coming back.
He's still going.
In times of trial, the path we can see can blind us to the path we should take.
Is there...
Icarus is better and smarter than me. Can I make a roll to try and understand the riddle?
Yeah, you can make an intelligence roll.
Intelligence.
Wow.
Can I please roll above a fucking 3 today?
Oh my
That was
God.
a natural 1, so 3.
It doesn't make any sense to you yet.
Well, surely it just means either that we need to go into the darkness or we just close our eyes and see where we go.
Everyone keep hold of each other. We got some rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tie a piece of rope to each other and off we go.
Then we'll get out my new silk rope.
Oh, silky!
Tie Damon up to us as well.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to get lost. He's part of the buddy system.
Yeah.
So we're closing our eyes.
Yes.
I think that makes sense.
Okay.
I'll lead the way into the darkness with my eyes closed.
Everybody closes their eyes. moves into the darkness. You shuffle forward, Icarus, sort of not sure what your feet are going to find, and the end of one of your feet taps against stairs.
Okay.
Did I see stairs when I sent back out?
No.
There's stairs, so be careful.
Okay. Feel that with your feet.
Yeah. Start ascending or descending.
Ascending.
Ascending.
You start climbing up the stairs. Shaky, sort of put your hands out on the walls, moving up them in the dark. And it's not long until you, like maybe less than 30 feet, until you become aware of a bright light shining on your face.
Oh. Open my eyes.
You open your eyes and you're standing outside in bright sunlight.
Huh.
Okay. There's light and I'm outside.
Open my eyes.
We all up outside?
As you move forward, because as Icarus steps out, you also feel the same bright light in your face. You step out, you blink your eyes open. Having been underground for like a couple of hours walking around, you find yourself standing outside, and for a moment you're sort of in awe of the fact that you've just stepped out of this short pitch black tunnel into bright sunlight outside. And then you start to recognize where you are. Sort of high up outside of Erin, on a hill.
Oh.
Ruined stone walls covered in moss and vines around you.
Yes. Oh. Yes.
You look forward and you see grass growing over the tile floor of a temple.
Oh no.
Yes. Flooded in places with water. Mosaics on the ground. You just hear Damon behind you go, "Oh no."
You didn't know about this?
No.
Huh.
I didn't figure this was a real place.
Me neither.
We're not dreaming, right?
A pinch statement.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wait,
That's a bit of a coincidence.
can I see Puck anywhere?
You cannot.
Where's he going? Where's he going?
You can unsummon him
Yeah,
and
can
summon him
I
back
unsummon him and try and summon him back?
instantly.
Hey! Oh! I thought I lost you!
He's like,
Okay.
and then you get the information delivered to you that he saw that whole time. He just seemed to be going in an endless loop of darkness, straight forward tunnel.
Huh. You just have to close your eyes. No, I know. I guess it didn't make
Holding the
sense.
lantern like
I know. Stop!
I'll take the lantern
You
back
don't
from
have to carry
him.
that anymore.
His legs are probably tired.
Do you want to sit on my shoulder? Okay.
Okay, no, this is fine. Just because we can't let this shake us.
No.
It's
No.
If anything, it gives us a bit of an advantage because we've been in here before.
We know the layout.
Yeah.
We know that there's potentially a Naga. If that
Did the Naga have feet?
no.
Nagas don't have feet.
I mean,
aside.
yeah. It's
That's
something
a
that has
nada on the nada.
nada. Okay. Are we going in?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would make a good creature there.
Can we hear anything?
Yeah.
You can hear
Oh.
the low animalistic sound of something very large snoring.
Oof.
Okay.
Okay, so something's asleep. I am not stealthy in this armor. Do you want to go take a quick look ahead?
Sure. Always up for that.
Are you sure you want to go alone?
Let's stick together as much as we can until you need to sneak ahead a bit.
Sure. But I'm quieter by myself if that does come to it.
Okay.
You know, not to step in here, but I'm kind of freaked out.
Yeah, it's kind of unsettling.
The vote of confidence from Damien.
Dames, it's okay. Because this is just... we're here to deal with it, okay? And the whole fates thing, we already beat it once
Yeah.
In a dream.
in a dream.
We're awake now.
Yeah.
And don't do anything stupid.
Please.
Please.
We're stronger together, okay?
Yeah. Sure. Okay.
Pandora's gonna squeeze his hand.
He takes your hand back quickly and squeezes it tight. You can tell that he's quite shaken.
Oh, come on. We can do this.
You pursue forwards. Where you come out of like this, essentially like this staircase like set into the floor, and you move forwards, you see several sort of smaller side spaces through these. There might have been rooms, but the walls are now collapsed in places, and then you, walking through it, reach the edge of where it starts to get flooded. You see fallen columns, boulders, parts of what might have been the roof once, and you start to hear other things shuffling around.
If something's asleep, then it means if something else is moving, there's more than just the one thing here.
Yeah.
Nesting.
Like the rabbits aren't around. Like we're not in any immediate danger.
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to take a quick look
Yeah.
at them?
Yeah, Maze will just quietly tiptoe ahead to try and see if they can get a bead on anything.
Okay. Make a stealth check. Instead of at disadvantage, because you have the boots, make it straight as you
Okay.
stealth into water.
Ah, okay. Slosh.
Oh no.
We've all been cursed today. That's a natural one. So
Oh god!
You move forward.
Natural 1, so 10! My favourite.
Natural one, still a natural one. You move forward into the water and it splashes. You try and be quiet about it, but at the same time as you start to move forwards, you see the rabbits on your sword light up,
Okay.
and you also see this green glow coming from the sword as you
Yeah.
move forward, and then you hear things on two legs start shambling towards you out of the side rooms in this temple.
Okay. As soon as the sword lights up, I will look back over my shoulder at these two because everyone knows what this means.
We are
now.
ready.
Yeah, just pull out my glaive and just make my way over to Maze.
You are all able to ready yourselves and waiting to see what emerges. You see shambling, recognizable from the labyrinth in the first task, undead.
Okay.
They come out of the side rooms. There's like 5 or 6 of them in various states of decay. One of them that almost looks as if it's not a corpse, apart from the fact it's been ravaged. Must be a fresh kill.
Oh.
Of all of them, you can see like jagged bits of what looks like teeth sticking out of the bodies in places.
Okay.
David puts his hand on his weapon and is
Yeah.
like, this is all on you.
Weapons at the ready.
I'm gonna pull out my holy symbol of cord and just hold it aloft and just, Lady Cord just smites you. And they make a wisdom saving throw for me, DC 13.
Ooh, okay.
Get him, boy.
As I cast Turn on Destroy Undead.
Destroy undead.
Get him, get him, get him.
It's a fail, a fail,
Nice.
and a fail. What was the DC?
13.
4 fails. 6 failures. Woohoo!
Yeah, boy!
As Icarus steps forward, calls out Lady Cord's name, and this wave of divine energy explodes out of his holy symbol and just obliterates in near silence all of these undead. And you just see them break apart and collapse down to the floor.
Oh my god, you got good at that!
Wow.
Thanks.
That was pretty impressive.
Thanks.
Saved us some trouble.
I'm gonna go and inspect the corpses.
You move
Said
forward.
there's teeth in them.
As you do hear from somewhere deeper in the temple just a like whatever is sleeping.
Gordon.
It's Taika.
Pause and give it a second to see if like anything jumps out at us.
You listen. Whatever it was goes back to snoring.
Okay. Go and take the teeth. See like what we're working with.
You pull the teeth out. There's a couple that are quite small, like a couple of inches, but the rest of them, you're looking at like 6 or 7 inches of tooth.
Is there any like residue on them? Like any sort of poison secretion or anything like that?
Make a medicine check.
5.
This does not bode
Absolute
well.
piss rolls today.
This does not bode
It
well.
really doesn't.
There's something goopy on them.
Could just be spit.
Could be spit.
Could just be from the bodies.
Could be poison.
Okay.
Okay.
Keep hold of the teeth.
Yeah. Again, striking through my list of like things this could or could not be.
The gumless dragon. Nope.
Not that one.
The boulder-toothed snake. No.
Nope.
It's just all molars.
You move further in.
Sorry, I'm picturing it. It's very silly.
It just looks like a Steelix in my head.
Yeah.
You move further in, and you move quietly towards like the next what looks like would have been a main corridor of the temple. Towards what you remember was the room with the huge fallen colossus statue. As you move in there, you notice strangely discoloured, like yellowish green puddles, like sort of bubbling in bits of the water.
Oh.
Oh, does that look? Going over and investigating that, would that look acidic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you roll a check for that. Yeah, it
It
looks.
looks like acid, mate.
It's bubbling. It's letting off a putrid smell,
Okay.
and it's sort of like steaming slightly.
Yeah, do we recognise what that is? Like from like alchemy or...
I would say May's got it. It looks acidic.
Just
It's acid.
Okay.
Okay. That won't help then.
Make a perception check.
25.
25. As you move towards one, you see beyond it something that looks like the head of a snake
Okay.
lying on the ground. This same like bluish shimmery colour as the scales you saw. Like sort of long neck and a almost draconic looking head. It's been severed off something. Quite small.
Okay.
About the size of someone's like arm.
Does it look like recently killed or is it decaying or...
Fairly recently.
Okay.
You'd say probably about as recently as that most recent looking corpse that Icarus just destroyed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is it recognisable as anything in particular from...
Make a nature check.
Yeah, Maze will like see that, stop and call you guys over to come have a look.
12?
12.
Absolutely awful rolls today.
You can... I'd say you can probably mark off several things that it isn't. It's definitely not a Bahir. It's definitely not like a... It's not a dragon or like a wormling or anything like that. But you're not quite sure exactly what it is. You've not seen one of these in person before, whatever it is.
My list is getting shorter and shorter of what this could be.
And it seems like we're getting closer to our quarry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eyes up.
Eyes everywhere.
I hope not.
I'm just saying, be prepared to
I know.
strike at all angles.
Can we still hear the snoring?
You can still hear the snoring.
Let's keep on heading in then.
Let's take a
As
wide
you move
approach.
forwards, everybody make me a Constitution saving throw.
What?
Oh. Oh no, with the rolls we've been making today.
Okay, con save is +3.
10?
11.
Nat 20. 23.
Okay. Pandora and Maze, you are going to take, as you move forwards, 8 points of acid damage.
Ooh.
As you breathe in the fumes from these bubbling pools. Icarus, you and Damon smell it and like quickly cover your nose and mouths as you breathe in this horrible scent and quickly just stop yourselves from breathing in anymore. You two take 8 points of acid damage.
Oh, that's bad.
Cover your mouths.
Yeah. Pull something out and cover up my mouth.
Yeah.
Once again, you see this fallen statue. Although last time I believe you recognised like a statue of the Colossus. Doesn't seem to be that this time.
Okay.
The statue is of something else out of your dream.
So it's not a carbon copy of what we saw last time.
No.
So this is the real place, isn't it? It's the dream that's...
The dream was full of more symbols.
Okay.
So be aware of acid
Mm-hmm.
and keep quiet.
Eyes up.
Yeah.
As you do pass by the statue, maybe a religion check.
What? I do love a religion check.
Even though I only have +2? Okay. 19.
19. Okay. You see this time, you sort of have to sort of walk around it and cross over parts of it to get to the next doorway. The statue is feminine, wearing a long robe, and seems to have cat-like features. You cross past it and sort of take a look curiously at it because it's not something you're used to seeing around Erin. You believe it's a statue of Charese.
Ooh.
Kitty kitty.
Yeah.
This is a statue of Charest.
Who?
You would know Charese as like a more ancient worshipped deity of war and also of hedonism.
Oh my god. She is a really old goddess. War and hedonism.
Wow.
Okay, that's bold.
Yeah.
You do remember from the dream the stone here, the sort of architecture, it's not Irani, it's older.
It's older. Is it like sort of? Does it look kind of like the era of the labyrinth?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're looking at maybe a couple of hundred years before Erin was founded.
Yeah, this is pre-Erin. It's like almost as old as the labyrinth.
Yeah. It makes sense. I mean, wild. Okay.
I guess people worshipped Charese around these parts.
Yeah.
But regardless, you move on forwards, your mouth's covered, sort of just slinking past these pools of acid, trying to hold your breath as you do. And then you come forward into the next room. You see sprawling out ahead of you like the remnants of like basically like the exit to the temple. You see 2 high walls and an iron gate which has fallen into the water. And beyond that, you see a huge hole in the floor, like one of the wells that you passed by, but massive by comparison. Maybe 30 feet across, this hole. You see some cracks in the stone here, underneath your feet, as you move further in, and the snoring sound seems to be coming from the hole itself.
Are there more like bubbling puddles in here?
A couple around the edges.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maze is gonna take the Mycon's Bee Pollen Potion because it gives a boost to Constitution related effects
Okay,
for 24 hours.
Nice.
great. So Mace pops out the bee pollen, pops open this tiny little jar, and sort of shakes this dust into their mouth.
Yep.
Pop rocks.
Yep.
Little pops of the acidic sound from these puddles.
So, when affected by magical or non-magical effect that requires a Constitution saving throw, on a failure, take half damage. And if I succeed, take no damage. Amazing.
Great. You move forwards even further, slowly, quietly. Everybody make me a stealth roll.
Oh, good.
Still straight because water.
Yes.
So, would I be at disadvantage because of water?
Yes.
I was
Not anyway. 14.
14.
That's not bad. It's 10.
10. Okay. You keep sneaking forwards, highly aware of the sound of your legs dragging through the water as it gets deeper to almost your knees as you walk towards the hole. You look beyond it around the side of these stone walls where the gate has fallen, and you can see in the corner eggs. Large eggs.
Oh no.
Maybe like 2 foot across. One of them broken.
Oh no.
How many of them, aside from the broken one?
4.
Do we have to destroy this thing's eggs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
of course we do.
And then you become very aware of something large, draconic-like face slowly raising up out of the huge well.
Go back to sleep.
2 gleaming eyes and blue, shimmering, iron-like scales. It looks a lot like a dragon's head. Huffs you see these long 8-inch teeth, a couple of them missing. And it's watching you directly.
Has the snoring stopped as well?
The snoring has not stopped.
Okay.
But as soon as it raises up enough for you to see its neck, all of you frozen to the spot as it watches you. Silence. And then boop, boop.
Oh god!
2 more heads. 4, 5 identical heads sticking up out of the well. And then they bellow out a roar in perfect sync as this Hydra starts to pull itself up to your level. Everybody roll initiative.
Get up on the Hydra's back, Icarus!
I will kill you!
19.
21.
20.
Wow.
There's the good rolls.
Okay, so Pandora,
21.
21, Icarus 20, 19 for Maze, Hydra,
Dames.
Okay.
Damon. It didn't even roll low. The 4 of you see this massive creature, 2 huge reptilian feet coming out of the well first and hauling its massive body up. But massive fin down its back, like huge fin down its back, twisting through a tail behind it, like huge claws on its feet, and these 5 heads, all of them staring at the group of you and sort of swaying and bobbing in sync. Pandora, you're up first.
There's only one thing left on her list. That's a Hydra.
Oh, baby.
She's gonna... Looking at this thing and like all of its heads and hoping that this works, traces a bunch of arcane symbols in the air and thrusts a hand towards it. Can it make a Constitution saving throw?
You can certainly try.
14.
That is a natural 1.
My god, she casts blindness.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
It says you can blind or deafen a foe.
It doesn't say size. 1 creature you can see within range makes a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, so
The
it's
Hydra is blinded.
Because I was like, oh no, is it going to like blind just one of their heads or something?
Nope.
No, it's blind.
For 1 minute.
Pandora
Yeah.
throws a hand forward, and you see all of the eyes, all 10 of the eyes on this thing, mist over, and the heads move in confusion as they all go blind.
Yes! Yes! Good job! Okay, so it automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. The creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Nice.
I need a concentration ring.
Yes. And it needs.
It's not concentration.
It's not.
It's not concentration. It lasts.
It can try and
lasts for a
save it,
minute
can't
and
it?
it tries and saves.
Right.
But it is blind.
B.
Down enough. There's not enough rings. They're all blind.
They're all blind.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
Well.
Icarus, you see the eyes on this thing mist over completely. Pandora has to do anything else?
I would like to move back a bit. How close are we at the moment?
About 15 feet from it.
Okay, I would like to move 15 feet back.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Icarus, you're up.
Hell yeah. Bonus action, summon my spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
So Lorikai sword will materialise next to me, and
Yeah.
I'm going to send it towards one of the heads.
Okay.
So that's at advantage. Nice. Oh, is that the 18?
That's
Yes.
the 18.
Is that 18? 23.
23 hits.
And then so that's a D8. For 4 force damage.
4 force damage.
As Lorikai's sword slams through this head.
Okay.
And then with my regular glaive, I'm going to move in and attack the same head
Okay.
with a regular attack. So that is 22 to hit.
22 hits.
With a D10 plus 3.
Nice.
I got 2 again. It's 5.
5. Okay.
5 slashing damage with my glaive. So Lorikai's sword swings out, hits it, and I slice up with the glaive.
Icarus gets right in close, spiritual weapon slicing across the neck, glaive slicing the other way. Oh, it does a little bit of damage. Are you doing anything else?
No, that's all my turns.
Maze.
I would like to hack and slash. It's what I can do.
Yeah.
And I've got advantage, so Maze moves up and whatever's closest is gonna get some cuts, hopefully.
Speaking of, what kind of damage were the glaive and the spiritual weapon?
Force and slashing.
Slashing. Maze, as Icarus moves in and slashes across this thing's neck, you see the wound spitting out acid. Icarus, you're going to take 14 points of acid.
Oh, Jesus!
Cool.
Maze, you're up.
Okay. Well, seeing that, I will back up a little bit and swap swords for crossbow
Okay.
and take a crossbow shot at it. Double 19s, so 25.
25 hits.
So that's a d6.
Your dice were all just like, save it for the fight.
So
If that's the case now.
4d6 of sneak attack.
Get him, buddy.
Ooh, 14, 16, 22 points of damage.
22 points of damage.
And while I'm here, I will just bonus action insightful fighting for later on in the
Okay.
fight if it makes it save. So that's a 19 for my insight.
That's a 2 minus 2.
0.
There is no deceiving
No deceiving.
with a
for the
creature as
Hydra.
large as the Hydra. As you do, Icarus, you're going to take another 5 points of acid damage as the wounds that Maze causes spit more acid onto you.
Is that for piercing damage as well?
Piercing and slashing.
Okay.
Ooh, boy. Okay.
Sorry.
The Hydra,
Hey, baby.
Get up on the Hydra's back.
swinging its heads around, desperately trying to shake off this blindness. It's going to stab out and try and bite at the closest things
At disadvantage.
at disadvantage. Okay. One head going in to bite Icarus. At disadvantage, that is a... Disadvantage, that's a 21.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that hits. Fucking trouble.
Wow.
So you're going to take 24 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Can it make a save for me, please? A DC 13 Dex save.
It's a natural 1.
Cool.
Unbelievably.
Wow.
Again.
Cool. I will use
Wrath of the Storm.
Wrath of the Storm to, as it hits me, it'll get electrocuted and it'll push it back. I will use Channel Divinity to make it the maximum damage.
Okay.
So that's 16 thunder damage as it gets
16
pushed
thunder.
back away from me.
Nice.
You can push it back on board.
Can it push back a gargantuan creature? Or does it have to be large or smaller?
Does it say?
Doesn't say? Okay.
Doesn't say.
I mean,
Push
it's,
it back.
it's God Wrath.
Okay. It gets pushed back. Second head is going to try and bite you.
Oh, Icarus.
That is only a 12.
That doesn't hit.
Third head is going to try and bite you.
Okay.
There's too many heads.
That's only an 11.
Oh my god.
It's going to charge forward again.
Okay.
It's going to put itself like right so it's up against Maze and Damon and Icarus.
Oh boy.
Hello.
Unable to hit something with the second 2 heads, it just moves forwards and just goes again for anything it can reach. Maze, that's a dirty 20 to hit you.
Yeah.
You're going to take 17 points of piercing damage.
I will uncanny dodge that. To 8?
Yeah. So 8 points, and then it's going to try and bite Damon. That's 24. For 24 points of damage.
Oh no.
End of its turn, the Hydra's going to try and make a con save against blindness. That is... what number is that? 15.
No! It's a 14, it saves. No. Damn it, it's not blind anymore.
Last two heads flail out, bite Maze, bite Damon, Pandora standing back just out of its reach. You see these heads all flailing around, attacking your friends. It's Damon's turn.
Come on, Damon.
Come on, James.
He lets out a yell of pain.
No.
And you can see he is increasingly shaken. Damon is going to step back, like far back. He's going to step way past Pandora. Yep. Take a disadvantage opportunity attack. Luckily doesn't hit.
Oh my god.
And he's going to cast Aid, giving all of you 3 a increase of 5 hit points and a maximum hit point increase of 5 for the next 8 hours.
Nice.
Stepping back and out of the way, Damon would just say, I hope that helps.
Pandora's gonna pull some components from her pouch and fling out. She's gonna cast Scorching Ray at 3rd level, so 4 Scorching Rays at it.
Nice.
Get some different heads.
Let's roll 4 of these. In fact, no, I don't trust these ones. So, for the first one, 17?
17 is the AC.
Oh, okay.
So, no, that doesn't hit. That is a 17, so it's like 23.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't hit. So,
Okay, so 2 of them do hit.
first one is 8 points of fire damage.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Second one is 7 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Fire.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Probably moving back again.
Yep.
So I'm within 30 feet of it, but move away. And say to Damon, we got this, right?
Oh yeah, we got this. We got this, I'm sure. Icarus, you're up.
I'm gonna put my glaive away and draw out my sword as well, so I've got my shield out as well. Move around, so I'm still within its reach, but a little bit further away from the heads, flanking it. So that's advantage.
Okay, yep.
I'm gonna summon my spirit guardians.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
And I'm gonna do it at 3rd level.
Okay.
So out of the water that is all around us will come these water nymphs that are just surrounding Icarus. So they're gonna make their first attack because he's within 15 feet.
Nice.
They just take it, don't they, for being in my area?
They have to make a whiz save.
Can they make a whiz 13 for me, please?
The Hydra will make a whiz save. That is a 16. Is that still half damage?
Still half damage.
Okay.
So that's 3d8s.
Nice. Nothing to sniff at.
Sniff at.
That's 14 holy damage. Or like radiant. So 7 radiant damage. I also need to have a concentration ring.
You do be concentrating, though.
On the Icarus.
And I will use my spiritual weapon to attack it.
Okay.
Using flanking, so I get advantage. Thank God. So that is a dirty 20.
Yep.
For 9 damage.
9 force damage. Okay. You start to see a few wounds opening up on this like shimmering metal scales of this massive creature. Are you doing anything else? Think that's your whole turn?
That's my whole turn.
Maze, you're up.
Cool.
Get a maze.
I will, like, shuffle also a little bit, like, into the bosom of the Hydra, I suppose, and swap my crossbow for my swords because screw it. Absolutely screw it. Why not? Although,
Acid! That's why not!
no. Swap the crossbow for one sword, and with my hand, reach out and use Daichi's Withering Touch.
Okay.
Which is... This is still at advantage, yes?
You're flanking.
Okay. No, that's a 16.
Oh,
Because
so
I
close. You see the like necrotic energy explode out of Maze's hand, but just shimmer straight over the metallic scales without doing any damage.
I will bonus action disengage and move backwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. How far do you move back?
That far.
But like in feet, how far do you move
Oh,
back?
so like these guys were roughly 30 back, yeah?
Yeah.
So like 25 back.
Okay.
If I use like 5 feet of my movement to move around, I'll use the rest of
Yeah.
my movement to get back.
Sounds good. Okay.
Hydra.
The Hydra.
Needs to make a save.
Try and make a save. 14, I'm afraid. Still takes half.
Oh! Okay, 18 radiant damage, so half down to 9.
9 radiant damage. Okay.
There's little water nymphs like circle around it.
They fly all around this gargantuan shape, and it turns its head and looks at them in frustration. It's going to charge forward towards the other 3.
Oof.
You will get an opportunity attack if you want to take a melee weapon attack.
Yes. No.
You don't want to get acid splashed.
Oh.
And it is going to now no longer blindly try and attack the 3 of you.
Oh.
First head at Pandora.
Oh boy.
That is a 16.
Yeah, I'll take it.
16.
Yeah.
You are going to take 13 points of piercing damage, and the second head is trying to try and strike you as well. That is a crit. So a 30.
Oh god. I should have used shield. I mean, that wouldn't have helped anyway, but...
So you're going to take 32 points of piercing
Oh,
damage.
Pandora's down.
You see one head strike out at Pandora and take like a large bite into her side, and whilst that one's holding her, the second one swing round and just go straight for her shoulder. Pandora just crumples in its mouth as she goes down. Damon screams out, "Pandora!" It's still got 3 more attacks. It's gonna throw one towards Maze. So the first one's only a 12.
Nope.
And another.
Not the one.
That's a 28.
Yeah, that is.
For 18 points of piercing
I
damage.
will uncanny dodge that to 9.
And finally one at Damianos, which strikes as well.
God.
Seems to do a big chunk of damage.
Damon!
Jeez!
It's Damon's turn. Damianos is here to aid and protect you. He is going to see Pandora crumple and get down and lay on hands. You're going to get 35 hit points back.
Oh,
That is full juice.
That's a lot!
Pandora, you're straight back up onto your feet. A table pulls you up. You feel divine healing course through your body, bringing you back to nearly full health. And then Damon is going to use his movement entirely to pull you, which doesn't provoke opportunity attacks on you, but does on him.
Oh no, Damon!
He gets struck again, but he manages to pull you both 15 feet back out of its range.
Oh my god.
Pandora, it's your turn.
Thanks. Okay. I was gonna save this, but this thing is really big. She will again like trace out arcane symbols, and a sort of necrotic green version of her wafts out and into the creature. Can it make a Constitution save?
Hell yeah.
Please.
12.
It fails!
Oh!
She casts Blight on it.
Yeah, she does!
Oh yeah.
Big guns!
So that's 88 of necrotic damage.
Hell yeah. Sexy.
Okay, hang on. 10, 20, 29. 31 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, 31 points of necrotic damage. You see one of its heads almost sever.
No.
Good.
No.
And it struggles slightly. It looks like it's getting weaker. Are you doing anything else?
How close are we to it?
You're 15 feet away.
I shouldn't use melee weapons, wouldn't I? I will move a bit further back again, so I'm in 30 feet.
You can move another 15 back. Right to the entrance of the tunnel, back
Yeah.
towards the Colossus room.
Yeah, that's me.
Icarus, you're up.
Icarus is going to raise Lorikai's weapon and the shield and just concentrate on the creature itself. And can it make a Dex 13 save for me as an ice storm focuses on the creature
Oh shit.
and it encapsulates it.
That is a natural 1.
Oh!
He's going to take 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 4d6 ice damage.
Nice!
Correct!
Wrecked!
Oh! Look at those
shit.
tridents!
So that's 12, 13, 14, 15. No, what? Yes.
Yeah. 20.
25.
25.
Nice!
So, 5, 6, 7 of that is the slashing, and the rest of it is cold.
Okay. For slashing
20
damage.
total.
20 total?
Yeah.
20 total.
20 total. 7 of which is slashing.
Mm-hmm. That's bludgeoning.
Oh, bludgeoning. Okay, cool.
Bonk.
Bonk, cold.
This ice encapsulates it. On the other side, Maze, Pandora, and Damon, and you will hear this, Icarus. You hear the floor cracking under the weight of this thing as it thrashes around in pain.
Oh
Oh god.
Maze, you're up. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Bonus action, I'm going to send Lorikai's sword after it.
Okay.
Like the Lorikai's spiritual weapon. It's not an advantage. They're both 19 anyway. So 19 and then plus 5, 24.
Yeah, hits.
6 force damage.
6 force damage. Okay.
Does that spell stay up or is it just storm gone?
I feel like it stays up.
Duration instantaneous?
No, it's only just once.
Otherwise it'd probably be concentration.
Yeah, cool. Big storm gone.
It's starting to look pretty rough. As is the room around you. The stones are shaking out of the walls as you see the gargantuan feet like pounding on this already cracked floor. Maze, you're up.
Question.
Yes.
If I were to like belly slide underneath it,
Yep.
would I be able to bonus action hide under, like using its body as cover from its heads?
You'd have to make a stealth check at disadvantage to do so.
But because I have advantage, it would be a straight roll. Or
Do those boots give advantage on all stealth checks?
oh no, it's
Movement.
it's like it's something based. Sorry, let me just look. That rely on moving silently.
So that wouldn't be about moving silently, it would be about being unseen because it does know where you are.
Okay.
So I'd say it would be a stealth check at disadvantage. It is large enough to hide you, but it does have 10 eyes watching you as you try and hide.
Screw it. I'm just gonna attack it straight. No, that's a 16.
Not quite.
Bonus action attack. 21.
21 hits.
And because I have katanas for both my swords now, that's a d8 and 4d6 sneak
Nice.
attack.
Oh my god.
Because of my entitled fighting.
Tasty.
So 21 points of damage.
21 points of
Nice.
damage. Okay. You're also going to take 9 points of acid damage
Cool.
as the acidic blood explodes out of where your sword strikes.
That's fine.
That's your turn.
It's my turn.
It's the Hydra.
Oh boy.
Can I make a whiz 13 for me, please?
Yes. It fails.
Woo! Woo! That's 3d8s. Oh,
14.
14 radiant damage as the nymphs like attack it.
Get its ass.
The nymphs swarm around it again and it continues to thrash. You see the tail like smash down part of the wall, separating each side of the room. Swings back the other way, almost hits you, Icarus, and more cracks appearing in the floor.
Oh god.
It's gonna try and attack Maze.
Hi.
2 heads worth. 17 to hit.
Yeah.
And the other one is 18.
Yep. Both hit.
So the first one is 18 points of piercing damage.
Oh, can you dodge that one to 9?
And the second one is 20 points of piercing damage.
Doesn't matter, I'm down.
Oh shit. Maze goes down as the first 2 heads chomp down onto them. And then it's going to turn, realising the nymphs are coming from Icarus.
Hey, babies.
Takes him out. Corpse with it.
Been snacked.
Fed him to Hydras, he's snacking.
What's happening?
Oh my god.
2 heads trying to attack Icarus. So one is 13 doesn't hit, one is 26 and does.
Yep.
That one is going to be 16 points of piercing damage.
Can I make a save for me, please? A dex 13.
That's 3.
Nice.
Nice. So that's 2d8 of thunder damage, and it gets pushed back. So that's 10 thunder damage.
10 thunder damage.
Just waves out from me.
Push back 10 feet.
Oh, would that push it onto its eggs and destroy the eggs?
No.
If only.
If only.
It gets pushed back 10 feet. It is going to...
I need to make a concentration save.
Yep, it's going to move forward and try and bite you one more time.
Oh boy.
23 to hit.
That hits.
So that 18 points of piercing damage.
18, cool. So
And you need to make a concentration check, which...
Would be 10.
Is it 1 for all of for each attack?
Every attack.
Yeah, 2 concentration checks.
13.
Yeah.
Yep.
11. Oh no, wait, it's an 18. That's the 18, so.
18. Okay, you're okay. Okay, you're okay. Concentration's still up. It's David's turn. Okay, he is going to charge forward to Maze and medicine check. He doesn't have any healing spells.
I have potions in my bag.
He doesn't know what your potions are. He's going to medicine check you to stable. So
Okay.
you're 0 but no death saves.
Cool.
And then as a bonus action is going to cast... Where is it? As a bonus action is going to cast Shield of Faith on Icarus, granting you a +2 bonus to your AC.
Oh, amazing.
Ooh.
Oh, that's tasty.
So you have that for 10 minutes, but can we put a concentration ring on Damon? Okay. He's like, come on Icarus, you got this! He casts Shield of Faith and you feel a shimmer of divine energy surrounding you,
I've got
bolstering
this.
your strength.
Amazing.
Pandora.
Okay, how is it looking?
It's looking pretty rough now.
Okay.
Sort of bleeding from all different wounds all over the body. This sort of acidic blood seeping out, dripping down into the water in little puddles of steam.
Right. It's that time, baby. It's black powder time. Oh my god. She flicks some out of her pouch, throws it on the ground, casts fireball. Can I make a dex save?
Do 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 do. That's a 19.
Oh, okay. So it succeeds, but it still takes half.
Okay.
So
Get those
that is
D6s.
8d6 of fire damage. Okay, ooh, okay. So 10, 15, 20, 25. So 29 halved, it's 15 fire damage.
15 fire damage. It's looking very, very rough as this fireball just engulfs it momentarily, scorches back some of the scales, burning away. You see steam fizzling where the blood just burns up instantly.
Need to finish this!
Icarus.
I'm going to, once again, shield up and sword up, looking up at this creature, slam my sword against my shield and cast Shatter on the creature.
Okay.
So can it make a con 13 save, and that's at 3rd level.
8.
Ooh!
That's 4d8.
It's got +6 to con, it rolled a 2.
Oh,
Get wrecked.
get wrecked.
6, 12, 15.
15.
15 thunder damage.
You have the floor.
Yes, boy! Oh my god! Yay! See, I just like does a huge like bang, bang, bang on his shield until it just the energy like rattles up into the creature and it just shatters noise around all of its heads.
You see the creature writhing, desperately throwing its heads around. It's like smashing up pieces of the wall. You see the crack in the floor start to give way.
No.
You feel it under your feet as this room shakes and the creature collapses to the ground, and maybe it's the spell, maybe it's the weight of the body of the creature itself. The floor collapses. The fight is over, but as the floor goes down, you two please make me a dex save. You fail automatically.
Oh god.
Dex is +3.
16.
18.
Okay, you're okay. You collapse down through the floor. You see Damon and Maze, the other side. Damon just sort of grabbing Maze as he goes down, disappearing under the rubble. And you drop down maybe 30 feet. It's not an instant drop with an impact because you go down with the floor, but you find yourselves lying on the ground, surrounded by rubble, staring up at the sky in a hole beneath the temple. The creature's body is under rock, as are your two teammates.
Maze?
Scramble to feet, run over to where they went and just start digging through.
Okay, make me a perception check to find them.
That's 2, 4.
What's that?
Naughty.
18.
You're searching, Icarus pulling things off as hard as you can, Pandora moving around the rubble, feeling your body sort of flagging with exhaustion from just bumping down into this pit. You see like a glint of Damon's helmet and like a glint of green glowing sword.
Icarus, here!
Okay.
Stop. Trying to like scrabble rubble off them.
Make me a strength check.
That's cocked.
16.
9.
No. You're struggling to lift it, but Icarus is able to throw it aside, and you see like Damon unconscious, sort of cradling Maze.
Okay.
Potions.
Okay, there. I'm gonna use a healing word at 3rd level.
Or used.
I'm going to use a 3rd level on one of you and 2nd level on the other, so 3rd level, 2nd level.
Okay.
Just, come on, you're okay, get up. So 3rd level for Maze. Nice, tasty! That is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hit points back.
Okay.
And then for Damon, it's 2 of them. And that is 8 hit points back.
8 hit points back.
Come on, please get up.
You see both of them start to wake up, still somewhat trapped under some of the rubble, staring up, delirious, dust still rising from the floor.
What?
Hey,
I grab them and like try and help them up and out.
You can pull them out.
we did it.
4 of you find yourselves stood there, sort of shaken, hugging each other.
Yeah, hold so tight.
You can see the crushed body of this hydra sticking out under some of the flooring.
Jeez.
You can see 3 of the eggs completely smashed.
Good.
Is there another one?
There's one more that you can't see yet. And the 4 of you just look around yourselves, look up, realise you can't get back up that way. From where the floor's collapsed, not easily, but behind you, a long, wide, dark tunnel. Unlike any of the others that you've seen, glints of decoration on the wall expands out as far as you can see. And that's where we'll end tonight.
Oh no!
Shit!
What?
No, keep going!
Yike! I forgot we were doing a show for a minute. I was so into it. We killed the Hydra.
I did such a little dance. I was like,
Your shatter couldn't have worked out better for me.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Guys, you killed an iron scale Hydra.
Oh my
It's
god.
not just a regular Hydra, that's
Oh
the
my
tough one.
God.
You did it!
Meaty woman.
We did it! Ah! Thank God for David though as well, Jesus.
Yeah.
David's just like support.
I love him.
I love him.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for watching. It's so exciting to be back to Delphos. I know you've already seen 2 episodes of Delphos.
It's been a while for us.
Yeah, we are back to Delphos and it's
Oh,
really
God, I love
exciting.
them.
Join us next week, same time, to find out more about this underground mysterious tunnel. But until then, I'm Nyx. We are NyxRising. And we love you. And we'll see you again.
We love you. Bye.
Bye. And you see sprawling out ahead of you, me trying to find a picture.
We found you.
It's me!
Hey again everyone, it's Icarus. Thank you for joining us through this nerve-wracking 3rd task. We're currently working on opening a new store with brand new merch. We have some new items like enamel pins available already, and others like notebooks and t-shirts on pre-order. You can check them out over at lifeatthepartydnd.storeenvy.com. Thank you so much to everyone who's been supporting us over at patreon.com/NyxRising and via the YouTube memberships. We hope you're enjoying the art, bloopers, and bonus content. Special thanks as always to our executive producers, Alissa, Stef Sharp, Katelyn Ferguson, Alexandra Johnson, Leah Moran, Adira A, Emily Hogarth, Jameson M. Until next time, if you put your mind to it, you can do anything, and we'll see you on Wednesday.